Hello, greetings. My name is Alan Chizanga from Zomac Digital. I'm a software developer. So in this video, I'm going to be presenting the Olimem point of sale system. So this is the first page, the login page. So initially, when we want to create a new account for a client, we will come to this button where it says register new account, and then that will actually open this page where we enter the details of the company, for example the company name. So I'm just going to create a new company. I'm providing the details, then the TIN number here, email address. I can just say admin at route.co.zw. Phone number 0751311631. Then for the password, I'll just put, let me just put admin. Then here we can import the logo of the company and the physical address, 82 Resenda Street. I think is okay. Yeah. Then I'll submit. So let's give you some time. So on the password must be at least 8 characters. So let me put, what should I put here? 79898. It's fine. I'm trying again. Okay, so we have to follow the correct password format. I believe that it needs a number and a letter, and also a special character. So I need to write this password down. Maybe I'll just call it, maybe I'll just say 25 at Olimem. This should work. 25 at Olimem. Then it's something here. 25 at Olimem. Yeah, so sometimes when you are failing to create a account, you must know that it's due to those validations. Okay, so now it has created the account, and it says that account not active. Your account is currently inactive. To activate your account, please contact the Olimem administration team. Right. So I now have to log in as Olimem administration so that I can activate this new company. So I'll just log in with Olimem. Okay. Right, sign in. So this is the Olimem admin account. I've already provided the details to log in as Olimem. Okay, so if you go to Olimem administration here, you can see that we have two companies, and this is the company that I created, Route Digital, and it's inactive. So I have to activate this company. So now it has been activated. If I refresh, you can see that it's now activated. So now if I log out and log in as Route, it should work, right? So admin at Route, which is this one, login. Yeah, so now I've logged in as Route Digital, which is the new company that I created. Okay, Now the first thing, we're just going to go through these links from top to bottom. So let's start with the product management. On product management, here we can see that uh your inventory will show on this table, but in the meantime we don't have inventory for this company. We have 0 products, 0 stock units, and so on. So what I need to do is I need to create a warehouse, suppliers, categories, and then I'll add products. So let's start with the warehouse. If I click on this button, this page will open, then I'll say add warehouse. Here I put the name of the warehouse. I'm just going to call it the main warehouse for this company. Then the code is main. Location, let's put Harare, Zimbabwe. Capacity, that is like the the dimensions of the warehouse. I'm just going to say 100 meters. The used one is maybe 20 square meters, and so on. Yeah, it's the main warehouse. Then I say add. The code has already been taken, it's fine. Let me just say main one. Then add. This warehouse is created. Now I need to create the suppliers. Okay, we need to create a supplier for this company. Here I'll just say add supplier. Let's add Grace details. Let's use this phone number. Let's use Grace here. And payment terms. Okay, so this supplier has been added. Then what else? I want to go to category. These are the categories of your products. So I can have beverages, no parent, adjustment 1. Okay, I think I'm done with creating these 3. So now we want to like add products. So there are 2 ways of adding products. You can add using this form, one by one, or you can import products. So let me just use the adding products one by one. Okay, product name, let's add like my Mayo. Then category beverages, warehouse main, cost price, let's say it's $3. Then currencies, so let's use what, US dollars. Then I create. So now you can see that a new product has been created here. Then we can also import these products. Now when you're importing products from Excel, you must make sure that it's according to this template. This if you download, like you see here it says download Excel template, so you must follow the Excel template. Let me open the one for you so that I can show you how it's supposed to be like, right? Because if you upload a document that is not according to this template, then it won't work. So you must have these fields like the SKU, name, price, quantity, currency ID. So and then you just add your products here. Yeah, so that's the template we are using currently to import products. So now I can just select Excel. Then here's dollar for currency, main warehouse, beverages, this guy. Then I'll choose the file. Let me just choose, I think it's somewhere. If I go to Olimem, this one, yeah. Then I choose the file. Then you just wait a few minutes for it to to load. Then yeah, now I can import, and it must give you a success message. If it like this message must pop up to know that everything worked well. So now I've imported, but the products were not added, maybe because the template that I used did not have any products listed. Let me just go and confirm, or the products Okay, you know what, let me just, did I open that Excel? Let me uh, let me use this one. I'm just sorry, give me, I want to edit this document so that I use this one. Okay, then what else do I want here? Okay, so I want to import this document which I saved in Drive D. Let me go back and import again. Did I save? Save. Then I come back here. Then I say import Excel currency US dollar. Warehouse is the main warehouse. Then this one is beverages. Then I choose file. I'll pick the one in Drive. Wait, which one I saved here? Where is this Excel document saved? So save as, where should I save it? Let me save it in Drive D in Codebase. Right, so let's go to Codebase, this one. Okay, I'll give you some time. Okay, yeah, so these products have been added, as you can see here. Okay, so basically that's it about product management. And I need to then let's go to the counter. So if you click on the logo, you can go to the counter, or you can just go straight where it says counter here. So on the counter, this is where we make our where this is where we make our sales, right? So from here, you can use a barcode scanner to scan the barcode, right? And then the product with the given barcode will appear. As you can see here, I've selected my hair. Then from there, you can also choose to assign a customer, to create a customer here. So let me just create a customer. Create. So I've created a customer, and I can choose that customer, right? Then here I can adjust the the quantities. As I'm adjusting the quantities, you can see the amount written down here, the discounts that has been applied, and then the tax amount. Then on this box, you type in the amount that you have been given by the customer. Let's say that they've given you 4,000. Then it will be able to calculate the change for you, that your change is $400.36. And then once you give the person the change, you can then say complete sale, right? So it's loading. After complete sale, we have the the page to print out the receipt here, and there's the name of the company, Route Digital, and so on. So you can print the receipt, and after that you just come back here and say back. Now, so we have made the sale. Then if I go back to product management, if you come under the name of the product that you have sold, and you click on this button, you'll be able to see the movement of that particular stock. Here it tells me that there was an initial manual creation of this product, that is from 0 to 12, right? We had 0 my hair, but after the initial manual creation, we had 12 quantities in the system. Then this product was sold, and so from 12 we went back to 9, which means that 3 my hails have been sold on this particular date at this time, right? So every time there's a change to this inventory, you have this kind of report that is given to you per product, right? So even if I click on the other one, you can also see those details as well. Then also when you want to print out the barcodes for this particular product, you click on the SKU here. So this is the barcode, and then you can print that particular barcode, right? So that you attach it on the product. So you can do that on every one of these products. If you click on them, they will generate these barcodes, right? That you can use to identify your products. Okay, so I think that is it on products management. I've also demonstrated the calendar. Now let's go to purchase orders. To generate a purchase order, I'll just come here and when it says new purchase order, then I select the supplier, and then the currency, and then the expected delivery date, right? Then I'll just say create. So a new purchase order has been added. Then I select the product that I want to order. This time I'm just going to order my hair, maybe hundreds of them, right? Then okay, yeah, so this one is being added. So here where it says Excel, if you click on this, it will generate the Excel version of the purchase order. So and it will be there for download. So this purchase order has been created. I'll just save it in Codebase. I downloaded it. Let me open it. So this is the purchase order. Let me try to expand things here. Yeah, so that's the purchase order that has been created. Here on supply information, you can actually you can expand it. So this supply information. Right, yeah. So once it's in Excel, you can then print it out maybe as PDF and so on. Yeah. So basically that's it. As you can see, we have product into my hair, and with 100 units that I've inserted and created by Raw Digital, currency US dollars, and then you have the information of the supplier, expected delivery date, purchase order number, and so on. So that's then it's open. So everything is actually there. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on from there. So let's say that this purchase order has been delivered, and then we are given the GRN. So if you want to view the GRN, you just click on the button that says view GRN. So here the system will create a template of the GRN based on the purchase order. So from here you can see that we have my L 100 and so on. But let's say that maybe the supplier did not deliver 100 miles, then we just come and add the quantities. Let's say maybe we're given 90. I'll just say 90 were given back, right? Then these also these values have not yet been applied to the inventory, right? We haven't increased the inventory levels. As you can see, we still have like 9 units of my hair. So you can only, once you confirm that the values on your GRN, they represent what the exact quantities that have been delivered, that's where you come on this button that says update stock levels, right? So you must make sure that by the time you click on update, you are sure that the quantities are okay. Are you sure these changes may be difficult to reverse? So then you say okay, After that, if you check the quantities on your products or inventory, you can see that my hair should be 99. Yeah, as you can see, we now have 99 units, right? Yeah. So basically that's it about the GRN, and it has been applied. Okay, then from there, let's talk about supplier return order. Maybe you've returned some things back to the supplier. We are going to generate a supplier return order, right? So then from there, we have also have what should I demonstrate? Okay, then also, yeah, I think I want to do stock take. From there, let's talk about staff management. Basically, here on staff management, this is where you add different, cashiers that are going to be using the system. So if you go on add staff, here we can put the name. Okay, we have someone called Alan, and their email is alan@gmail.com. Then the password. Okay, let me just say Alan C. Password. Let me put the one I want. I put the 25 at only. Then you choose their role. Is that they the admin or the cashier? So you can create as many staff members as you want, right? As many staff members as you want. Then the counter, I've demonstrated that. So let's talk about we also have a trial balance for every action that we are doing. If you go on the trial balance here, it shows you these different accounts, the cash account, how much is being debited, total credit, and so on, inventory, accounts payable, sales revenue, cost of goods sold, VAT payable, freight, bank, inventory adjustment, purchase order, and opening balance equity. Yeah, so basically that's our trial balance. Then let's do stock take. So stock take is when we want to count, we want to find out if now the products or the quantities that are being represented in the system, do they match with what's on the ground. So if you can see here, we are saying that we have 9,875 stock units. So we want to count, do we really have that amount of stock units? So here you count each item. I'll start with my hair. But before you start to do stock take, you need to create like a session, a stock take session. So now I've created that one, and I have to refresh the page. Then I'll then start counting. So after I count my hair, I'll choose the stock take session, and then I write the number of units that I found for my hair. So if I get maybe I saw 70, then I'll write 70 here. Then from there, then I go to this one, beans. Again, I'm just going to put 70 for everything. From beans, I go to what? Macaca. Then I save count. Apples. Count. Cherries. Count. Cherries, then berries. Pineapples. Orange, and then guavas. Okay, so I'm done with my stock take. Then from there, we get, if you go on top here where it says quick links, you can go to stock take history. That's where you can see the results of your stock take. Now we have an open session where we counted 9 items. We have 0 matches, 1 supplies, and 8 shortages, right? So you can see that we have, on my hair, we are expecting 99, but there were 70 units. So there's a shortage here. So you can now start your your investigation on what happened to the extra, to the missing almost 29 units that are missing of my hair here, so you can do your investigations. So the system will show you where there's a shortage, where there's a match, or where there's a surplus. As you can see here on the oranges, we actually have a surplus of orange. We're expecting 67, but we have 70 oranges in the system, right? Yeah. So when you are now satisfied that these are the actual, actual values that we have in the system, you can then apply stock adjustments. By applying stock adjustments, your stock will now be changed to these counted quantities, right? So you must only do this one, and here there's a one that says this action will permanently adjust your inventory levels based on the stock take results. So if you say apply, you're saying good day, I agree with these counts. So did it apply? Let me refresh. Yeah, so the session is now closed. If I refresh it, you can see there's no more information. And if you go back to products management, you actually see that your quantities, they're now 70 70 70 because the changes have been applied. And if you open the stock, the stock movement history, you should also be able to see that your stocks were quantities were adjusted after stock take. So we started with the 6,733 of this of berries, but after adjustment we moved on to 70, right? So you can still see how your stock have been moving. Even here on my hell, it was sold from 12 to 9, then from 9 to 99 after quantities were adjusted from the GRN, then from 99 to 70 after stock take was conducted, and you can see the days and so on, and the person that did the action, right? You see, if there's a cashier, you have the name of the cashier here. If the admin, here also have the name of the admin. So if someone, if you're not sure why we had these results after stock take, you can always contact the person that did the stock take. Okay. I think that's great. Then from there, let's go to sales reports. Sales reports. So this is where you can see your reports. So the system uses three currencies, that is USD, ZIG, and rands. So you can see your gross sales in all of these currencies, total expenses, and also the net profit, right? Then there's also an expansion. If you go on view detailed sales table, if you click there, you'll be able to see this all the sales that, that you did. If you say view items, you can see I've sold my hair, and you can also see that I've also sold beans here as well. Yeah, so that is great. So what else did I miss? On settings, that's where you just you can change your password if you want here, and you can also change your personal details here if you want, right? So basically that's an overview of this system, and thank you so much.